Hello! Today we're going to be using some single ply blue variegated yarn and some size 8, US 8, 5mm bamboo needles. If I realize I have made a mistake in my row and I need to undo the entire row, I can do that one stitch at a time, unknitting my way across. Or I can take all of the stitches off, pull back the row, and put them back on the needle. This may seem very nerve-wracking in the beginning, so if you want to, just cast on a few stitches, knit a few rows of whatever kind you want, ribbing, garter stitch, stockinette, and practice before doing this on an actual project, that is a good idea. You will actually just pull the needle all the way out of these stitches. Now these stitches here, these loops, are called live stitches. And you'll notice that my knit stitches here kind of poke towards the front, towards me, and the purl stitches I've done are poking away from me. And that's pretty normal for them to come in different directions. You also can see that there's kind of a front here and a back. So in knitting, there's the front loop and the back loop, and that's what they're referring to. They can also be thought of as the right and left legs. So these stitches are kind of facing mostly up and down, but if I was to turn it sideways, there's a right and a left leg to each of these stitches. So to go back, I'm going to take my working yarn, keep my tail out of the way there, and take my working yarn, and I'm going to gently pull so that I'm making, instead of this current live stitch, that little loop that is coming over is going to become the live stitch when I pull it out. So here I am back to my last stitch. So now I need to put these stitches back on the needle. Now you'll remember my needle was facing this direction with the knob over on the left and the point over on the right, and I slid it out. But now my working yarn is on this left side. So if I was to put my point in here first, when I slide all the stitches on, my working yarn is going to be by the tail, and I won't be able to actually knit that. So I need to move my needle the other direction to go in. So I'm going to gently put my needle inside each of these loops here. When I slide them back over, now my working yarn is right by the point, and I can use that to work my way across the project again.